thank you all for your patience. We're trying to give people a little bit of extra time for the traffic. But I think we are all here who are going to be here today, and I'm so glad you're all with us. My name is Allison Maurer. I'm the planner of ecological restoration. I work with the Division of Public Space and Urban Forestry. We do parks and trees. That's the simplest way of saying what we do. We do a lot of things, and in this instance, community garden, which we are super excited about. I'm thrilled to be here with you all at the opening of this new community resource. And while this might look like a small project, it has been in the works for many years, and it's taken the coordination and cooperation of a lot of different parties, individuals and organizations, and I'm really glad to see representatives of many of those groups here today. To kick us off, I'd like to turn over the microphone first to Mayor Ballantyne.
Thank you. So here we go. It's so nice to see everybody. Thank you for being here. It's a beautiful day, a little windy. Maybe the sun will come out a little bit later. So I would like to start out by recognizing our state representative, Mike Conley, who's with us today. And we appreciate all the work you do in advocating for our community. This expansion here for our community garden is not just adding more garden beds. It represents a crucial step meeting the high demand for our community garden spaces in our city. The Glen Park Community Garden, serving as the only garden in East Somerville, has long been oversubscribed, highlighting the strong desire among residents to cultivate their own healthy local foods. So as mayor, it was truly an honor to open up the expansion and help create more opportunities for community members, especially those without access to garden space at home, to grow their own produce. The new and improved Glen Park Community Garden was built with an emphasis on community and accessibility. We have 18 new raised garden beds, this to accommodate a range of accessibility needs. A new water connection to the street will increase irrigation reliability throughout the season. We've also installed ADA accessible surfaces, a garden shed, a seating area to enhance the identity of the garden, as well as showcase the talents of Somerville's vibrant artistic community. The city will work with local artists to create and install a custom garden gate over the coming year. It takes a village to build a community garden. So I have a few people to thank before we cut the ribbon. None of this would have been possible without the generous support and funding from the Community Preservation Commission, through the Community Preservation Act, known also as CPA, as well as additional funding from the Community Development Block Grant Program. Your investment in this project reflects a shared commitment to enhancing our community spaces. I also want to recognize the hard work of J.J. Fallon and Sons, Incorporated, led by Joe Fallon, along with project manager Jim Nishina. Apologies. I did. Okay, great. And site supervisor Sam Skinner for this exceptional craftsmanship in completing the construction. Additionally, a thank you goes to Walla Landscape Architecture for their outstanding design and construction administration that has transformed this space into a beautiful community asset. I also want to express my appreciation to Groundwork Somerville. There you are, yay! For holding a conservation restriction on the land, which was pivotal in advancing this project. A heartfelt thank you to our community garden coordinator, Leanne Dorigo, Eileen Schofield, whose dedication and organizational skills have been essential in nurturing the Glen Park Community Gardens. I want to thank, of course, Capuano Principal Felix Caraballo, as well as Somerville Public Schools Superintendent Ruben Carmona for their support and collaboration throughout this project. And especially, thank you and gratitude to our team, Peace Off, for expertly managing this project. Can our Peace Off team who are here raise their hands, please? Awesome. Thank you. Finally, I want to commend all the gardeners who contribute their time and efforts and make this space a thriving hub of food and community. Your passion is what truly brings the garden to life. So thank you all very much, everyone. And I'd like to invite Roberta to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you again to the team who brought us this garden. And so my role as the Community Preservation Act manager, I came here after this was already in progress. This project represents the first time that the city acquired a piece of land using Community Preservation Act funding and for the purposes of open space. So it's been a learning process for all of us, for Groundworks, for the PSF team, for the city to demonstrate how we can work toward the goal of creating 100 new acres of open space in Somerville by the 10th of an acre at a time. So the little engine that could, we're doing it. So I'm really proud of the work that has gone in before I came here, and by the staff and volunteers who've made this possible, and by the taxpayers of the city of Somerville who are contributing the funds that went to this, as well as to the state government, which is matching the funding given by the Somerville property owners, so that we can be able to create opportunities like this, expand the resources, expand the ground that we have for open space, and the quality of open space offerings that we have. So thank you to all of you.
I'd like to invite Adrian up if you, there you are.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. My name is Adrian Pomeroy, and I serve the city of Somerville as the Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator. Along in that role, I am the staff liaison to Somerville's Commission for Persons with Disabilities. We got quite a few folks representing that commission here, so I encourage you to introduce yourself and get to know them. It is great to be here this afternoon celebrating this remodeled Glen Park Community Garden, which, as the mayor mentioned, includes 18 garden beds that offer a wide range of abilities and accessibilities to folks in our community. Taking steps like this increases access to very critical and open space that we know is great for mental and physical health within our community. I think we all learned that, especially with the pandemic, how important outside access and outside time is. These raised garden beds, which are towards the back, that are wheelchair accessible, really allow different accessibilities to be prioritized to be able to work and grow in this garden. We do understand that there is a long waiting list for these spaces, but this ensures that we have space for people to be able to grow food who might not be able to otherwise garden, depending on where they live in the city. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, I'm proud to say that Glen Park Community Garden may now have a place for you. I want to close out with another big thank you to those who made our project possible, including our contractors, and of course the team from Public Space and Urban Forestry, and everyone who's here today. Thank you.
I was hoping to do a little bit more of calling people out by name, but since a couple of folks aren't here with us, I'll just have to echo everyone's general thanks to the contractors, particularly Jim. Jim, will you just raise your hand? Thank you so much for your hard work. Jim is the project manager from JJ Phelan. So grateful for that. I really also, I think this is a vision of many people, and so I appreciate our design team who maybe is stuck in traffic, I'm not sure, poor things, but particularly Emily Wright, the principal of that company. They're based in Northampton, and they spent a lot of time driving out here to make this a resource for us here in Somerville. We also had the collaboration of engineering and environmental services from Woodard and Curran. And then I really do just want to thank my own department for their support, and then a variety of other city staff departments, including engineering, water and sewer, the grounds division of DPW, and finance for really being all a part of this process to make it happen. I hope you all can see yourselves here, and that we will all see some things growing in the months to come is a true delight and exciting future for this site. So with that, let's get the ribbon, and we will begin. Yeah, go ahead, Harriet. Thank you so much. If anyone didn't hear that, that was a general invitation to come and meet the commission members. They are here to collaborate with us, and I think we are excited to kick this off as hopefully a sort of increase in the way that we communicate and collaborate in the future too. So thank you all, and let's turn it over for the ribbon.